Are you ready to take your personal brand to the next level of visibility by booking your first big media interview? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you the secrets to get you noticed by program directors, editors, and producers so your face and story can be the next big headline. Hi again, ladies. It's Jamila Bannister here, your personal branding coach and visibility strategist. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my secrets for getting you seen and heard so that you are put on to media. Now, for the last 20 years, I have been working in marketing communication, and I've been on TV, I've been in the press, I've been on radio, I've even been on podcasts and been covered by online media more times than I could count. And there are a few things that producers look for when they're looking to invite guests onto their show so that you can take your visibility from just inside of your network and amplify it to the masses. So let me tell you what they look for so that you could prepare yourself to book your next big interview. First things first, you cannot book a media interview if nobody knows you. So the first thing you need to be is visible. When producers are looking for guests for their shows, or journalists are looking for people to interview, or editors are looking for subjects for their magazine and newspaper stories, their eyes are always open looking for the interesting story. But they can't know that you are there or have a great story if you're not visible. So you need to be online, showing up. Are you producing the content? Are you showing up on social media? Are you sending the emails? Are you commenting on other people's posts so people know who you are? Are you sharing your story as much as possible? Visibility is showing up enough in the rooms that you need to be in, whether it's physical or digital, in order for people to associate your voice with a particular story or with a particular angle or with a particular area of expertise. It's one of the primary reasons I always tell the ladies inside my accelerator or my clients that you absolutely need to start posting, showing up, being at events. Even if you feel like you're not ready, your confidence will grow the more you do. And when you do and you show up, you make yourself visible for not just potential clients to see you, but people who are looking for guests on their program and for people to interview for their publications. So the first thing you gotta do is be visible if you want to book your first big media interview. The second thing you absolutely need when it comes to being noticed by producers or editors is that you need a great story, or at the very least you need a perspective that hasn't been heard before. And I'll give you an example. When I got diagnosed with my breast cancer, and I, being as young as I was, I realized that this was something that I absolutely had to talk to people about. I took the opportunity to start sharing my story. In sharing my story, there were unique things about my story that resonated with people. I was young. The type of cancer I was diagnosed with was very rare. People wanted to know more. My story had resonance. Therefore, persons who had their publications, they had their TV shows, they had their podcasts, invited me on so that I could come and share my story. If you're looking at me and you're thinking, well, Jamila, I don't really have a story to tell, you might have a perspective to share. So it might be that you are an expert in an area and you have decided to go in a different direction and you've gotten a different type of result, and a result that is positive. People want to hear about that. And your perspective should be the thing that you are talking about in your content. So if you set the tone in the first thing that you're supposed to do, which is your visibility, and your visibility actually is made up of your story or your perspective, it makes a more convincing case for the media to take notice of you and actually invite you onto their programs. Because mainstream media's job is to keep the masses informed of what is going on. And if you have something that is worth sharing, that is of relevance to the masses, they most certainly want to hear it and they will invite you on. So ensure that you have a story and you're telling it, or you have a justifiable perspective that may be different to the one everybody believes. Another way of increasing your chances of getting an invitation to appear on a popular show or getting interviewed by the press is to build the right types of relationships when you are increasing your visibility. Now, this is where your visibility starts to work for you in a different direction. Quite apart from getting you opportunities perhaps to get clients or to get paid, your visibility actually puts you in the line of sight of certain people. And when your visibility works for you to grow your network, sometimes inside of that network are people who are working in media, because these people are always looking for the opportunity for the next big story. and the next big story might be yours. So if you're looking to grow your visibility and you want media to be part of that visibility strategy, you absolutely need to be networking and building your relationships with people beyond your regular comfort zone and beyond your network. You have to show up, be there, initiate the conversations and speak to people first. Don't just wait for people to come to you, because you never know the opportunities waiting on the other side of a conversation. Those conversations might very well be with producers, with editors, and with program directors to get you on to the media platforms that you should be on, so that more of your audience could see you and know the value that you have to offer. Ingredient number 5, to increase your chances of being seen and heard by the right ears in media to get you onto their programs, is having message clarity. It's one thing to have a story or a perspective, but if that story or perspective isn't rooted in something very clear and very relatable, you're going to lose people. And I can assure you that somebody else who is clear about what their position is, what their point is, what their perspective is, or what their story is supposed to do, is going to win the spot over you. You have to remember that a lot of times in mainstream media, they don't charge you any money to appear. Therefore, you are getting access to their audience for free. This is good in that you could go on and it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. But the con to this is that it is very competitive. Therefore, if you want to be able to secure your spot, you have to be spot on with your message. You have to be able to answer the 5 W questions, which is: who are the people you're appealing to? What do you want to say to them? When do you want to speak to them? Why do you want to speak to them? And how exactly they should use the information to benefit them. If your message is not clear, you will be ignored and you won't get an opportunity to appear in mainstream media. And ingredient number 5, if you want to increase your chances of booking your first big media interview, is by being timely. Now, journalists are always looking for people to fill spots, and they're looking for stories to tell, because if it's one thing the media doesn't do, is that it does not turn off. Therefore, you always have an opportunity to take advantage of something that's happening in the environment. And timely means coming in with the right story at the right time. So for example, if you have a business and you are catering to women, like the business that I have, one of the best times of the year to show up is March, because in March we celebrate International Women's Day, and there's also International Women's Month. So it's all about ladies. If you have a business or product that is focused on women, it is an excellent time to ensure that you are putting yourself out there and you are being visible, so that you are seen by the right producers, the right program directors, and the right editors to tell your story and to show how you are relevant and timely to the audience that they are trying to reach. If you really want to be noticed by the big media gatekeepers, you have to ensure that your agenda aligns with their agenda. When those two come together and there's alignment, you create an opportunity for them to say, hey, I like what you do. Come and talk to my audience about what is happening in your neck of the woods. So getting yourself seen on big media is not that difficult. You just have to understand the secrets of how to get there. So let's recap them one more time. If you want to book your first big media interview, the first thing you got to be is visible, because people can't book you if they don't know that you exist. The second thing you need to have is a story worth telling, or at the very least, a perspective that people could listen to that could bring them some level of benefit, because this is how you keep people's attention. Number 3 is to be well networked. The smaller the degrees of separation, the higher the likelihood people are going to see you and they're going to invite you on to their programs. Number 4 is to ensure that your message is clear. Don't go online and ramble all the time, but be clear about your messaging and your positioning. Know who you're for, know why you are for them, know what exactly you could offer them, know when they could engage with you, and be clear about how they can do it. And number 5 is to be timely. Don't try to sell the idea of Christmas during summer. You have to ensure that your agenda and the media house's agenda, that they align. And that is where the magic will happen. Now, none of these things require you to be famous. They just require you to be strategic and consistent in showing up for your brand, so that people can know who you are and take you seriously when you want to amplify your message to the masses using media. If you enjoyed this video, Now would be a great time to like and subscribe to ensure that more people who want to get on media could see it and they can follow this advice. Now, if you're thinking, Jamila, well, I have a story, I have a perspective, and I would really like to build my visibility more, I am just not sure where to start. Well, this is exactly why I built my visibility scoring quiz. This quiz takes just a couple minutes and it will tell you exactly what you need to work on and what your next steps should be. And if you want to go deeper, you want more strategic help, you want more support, you want to be part of a community of women who are building their visibility and looking to take their business and brand to the next level, then my Brand Print Visibility Accelerator sounds like it would be perfect for you. The link to learn more about this program is also in the description. Listen, your story is worth telling. Even if you don't feel 100% ready, know that ready is a destination and you have to keep moving towards it to get there. So start today and you will be amazed at where you will be in just a short time. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this video and share it with a friend who you know needs it. Once again, thanks so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.